The narrow and the wide gates. Okay, let's go to Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 and 14. Okay, now I'm going to read these two verses out of King James Version. And then I'm not going to break down all of it. I'm just going to break down. I've done broke down a pretty good bit. I'll just give you a little bit so that you can get started yourself. It's not the broad way. It doesn't lead to hell. It's to destruction. We're going to break that down. I'm going to show you. Okay? Try to. Okay? Let's look at it. Let's read out the King James Version first. Verse 13, Matthew chapter 7. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be, which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Okay, let's start breaking down some of these words. Now, there's in the one gate, the one thing that messes people up is trying to believe one translation, and then they get all screwed up because they won't go any deeper. I'm looked in all kinds of those big Strong's concordances and Thayer's Greek lexicon and a whole bunch of them. I got them here at my fingertips. I got books up all over the place, okay? All right? And then experiencing it in your life. Boom, boom, boom. God's breaking up that fallow ground, that hard unstableness in your mind. Which way you choose. Do you choose to go with the me, myself, and I, and just what you think? And the ego thinking, etching God out, your carnal mind that's enmity against you going towards and into God? Or does one say the squatting king or the rightful king? Is this thing trying to supplant God? Trying to dig out the seed of Christ in each thought process? Or is it trying to be bullshitting you? Or are you going with the truth? Put a muzzle on this thing. Be still. Hold tight. Let God zap it out and bring you up. You try to make a stand in this thing, you're going down into your own crap thinking, into your own sewer. You can go this way, so agree with God, He's bringing you up. There's a big gulf, a chasm occurs there, okay? Let's see what we can bring out, okay, before I run out of time on this. Now, I'm not going to break down all these words, but I broke down quite a few here for you. Enter ye in at the straight gate, okay? Now, everywhere in their gate is the same, okay? Let's just hammer out this gate. It's spelled Pylole, Palus, 4439, okay? And it's a gate or entrance to a person's mind. You're seeing, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. They're 5 senses. You're going to leave this squatting dog, your carnality, your beast nature, stabbing you, impelling you with its staros, that log, that beam, stabbing you. Staros, like the cross, but it's not two-member beam, it's a stake. It's impelling you secretly. Bam! Get that beam, that log out of your eye so you can see clearly to help your brother, help others. Get that beam out of their eye, okay? Pop, and you'll go up. God gives the increase, not this ego doesn't do it at all, right? All right, now this gate, Palus. All right, right here, Pyle, 4439. It's a gate or entrance into your mind, okay? That you're seeing here, taste, as a smell. Which way you leaving this stuff in there? Your carnal-mindedness, or you going God's way, okay? Now, so enter in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many are that go therein. Go in thereat, okay? All those gates in both these verses is Pelus, okay? Now, straight. In the King James Version, it says S-T-R-A-I-T. Straight is 4728. Stenos, I think. That's the way it's pronounced it. S-T-E-N-O-S. Okay, I'm not going to go wait on this thing to pronounce it. I've done it. Okay? But it's because I don't want to run out of time on this. Okay? It's an adjective. Okay? It's in the genitive singular case. It shows possession or ownership. Are you being owned by your me, myself, and I squatting king? Trying to steal the message from God, like rolled up in those little scrolls, and it's got the wax seal on it with a stamp of the rightful king God on it for you? Or are you trying to let this thing supplant and put in what it thinks, me, myself, and I, that tricky, sneaky snake, beast nature, sick thinking in your mind and in your works, your hands? You going to stay with this, make a stand in this bullcrap? Or are you going to hold tight? Be still, you carnal mind, in yourself, and come back up to God. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Zap, flawless victory, you bring you up. Come up into God, go down into your sewer. That's it. Alright, so this, what was that? Yeah, straight, okay? Stenos, 4728. It's genitive, it's showing possession. Are you possessed by God? You belong to God, up into God's love that's limitless. Or are you going into the squatting king that says, I love you, man. And it's going to burn, it's like a big pile of poop bubbling up. I love you. Hiccup. Another big bubble of poop. Hiccup. From that old cesspool of your Carmine. I love you, man. Hiccup. Flop. Big gaseous bubble comes up out of poop as you're going down. You're going down your shitty bop because you're believing the wrong way. The wrong way. Broad way that leads to your destruction. We're going to get there, okay? Not to hell, to destruction. You're shooting your daggone self in the foot. You're going down your poop. Alright? Now. Alright. And now it says, that's straight gate, okay? For wide is the gate. That Pelus, that gate, okay? Wide. The word for wide is, let's see here. 4116. Hang on a minute. I know I wrote it right here. Oh, my eyes are playing tricks on me. Here, hang on. Right there, wide. P-L-A-T-Y-S. This word.
Strong's G, 4116. Platus.
Now, wait a minute. Oh. Have my hand on it. Platus, okay? It's an adjective, okay? It's in the nominative singular. It's the nominative singular intense of the adjective, okay? It describes the subject of the sentence. It's describing God. This ego of yours, this natural carnal mind of yours, is slanderous. Saying God is a big man who is going to send you to hell forever and ever and ever. 97%. You better fear God. Fear and trembling is the way to go. Wrong way. Reverence, honor, respect, tends with awe. Oh my goodness, Daddy God, you are the greatest. You are love. You're not just hate stuff. You are light, enlightening me, bringing me up into your righteousness. Bringing you up into the safe place of your love. Not taking me down here to this dangerous stuff where it's giving me a lollipop and then I find myself at the bottom of a poop creek of my mind. Come on, man. Now this wide has Platus. It describes, let's see, it's a flat, broad, easy peasy way. God would do nothing bad to you. You better condemn everybody else. It's just full of bullshit. This thing, God is good. Boom, boom, boom. See, all things work together for good to them that love God, to those who are the called according to, right? Romans 8:28 to the end of the chapter, okay? I'm not going to take time to quote it to you. Go read it and study it yourself. Don't just skim it. Read it, study it, live it. Agree with God, and He'll bring it up. He'll increase you. This stuff will deceive you, trick you. Hog tie that stuff. Be still. Huh? Put a muzzle on it, you old phony baloney dog. Huh? No. So I'm not going this wide gateway. Ew. Huh? This flat, broad, easy peasy way. No more. Hit the road, you supplanter, you Jacob. Stop checking me, you bullshit freaking dog. Right? This thing here, supplant, is trying to take and like pull up the good plant, the good seed, and replace it to plant in the crap seed. Trying to take the place, this supplanter, this squatting dog is trying to take the place of the rightful king. Feed the rightful king, God. Eat from the tree of life from God, and you pop, and that plant, that seed will germinate, it'll grow, you'll mature spiritually. This thing, you're good and evil. Feed from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and you shall surely die. You'll be separated. You'll go down into your sewer. Feed from the tree of life, you'll go into the fullness of life in God, the Zoe life. Coming into God's love. This thing here is a false love. Right? Now. Okay. So, the wide gate, okay. Now, we're down to broad. And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, not hell. Okay, we're going to get there. Broad. Broad comes from this word. I don't know how to pronounce that. I forget. It's 2149. EURYCHOROS. 2149. This word.
Strong's G 2149. Yerucharas.
That's used one time in one place in the New Testament. It's a Koine Greek word. The ancient extinct language. It means it's not used no more. And it's a picture language. It's showing you a picture. Okay? It's an adjective. It means spacious or broad. Okay? Now that word comes from, I'm not going to have to pronounce all these because it'll take too long, okay? I don't have that much time in here. I had to erase some more pictures on my phone so I have more time, okay? Because I already did this for like almost 28 minutes and it cut me off. And I was like, oh. So I erase it and do it again, okay? All right. Now that, Yerucharos, or however you pronounce that, the way for broad, okay? Means a broad or spacious way. Comes from 5561. CHORA. And it's a spacious territory. It's in your mind. Talk about. Now, which way you going? That's Broadway is out into this cold darkness of space and this way. Whatever this is going down, 1, 2 to 48 in the wrong direction. And this way is going 1, 2, 48 to the right direction. There's a big gap in there. To this broad, spacious way over here leads to destruction. But this way here is like a funnel. Taking this thing off. That feces is hog tying and kicking its ass out. Kicking that beast at you, that donkey, huh? That beast at you, that quacking, scracking parakeet that's misquoting something. Oh, God's gonna send you to hell. No, he ain't. You're saying God is a monster. He's really got darkness in there. It's not all light. Hog tie that stuff. God is light. And in him is no darkness, no ignorance at all. Shut up, donkey. Torque. Where at? On the feet and hands, right? Done been through that. Telling you about that, okay? Don't have to waste time on it. You should know it. If not, go back, study, listen. Okay? Verify it. Okay? Now, at Korah, it says, make sure I'm getting that on here right. Okay? It's 5561, Korah, That's what I'm pronouncing it, okay? I know it says something, a guttural sound, okay? And this next word, 5490, it looks like chasma. It's through the idea of an empty, for emphasis, empty, vanity. It's empty, transitory, good and evil stuff, emptiness, bullshit, emptiness, worthless and detestable, expanse. Broadway. Bullshit. Come back to the narrow way, back into God. He'll bring you up to his righteousness, his love, right? Now, through 50, it comes from 5490, which is this word, chasma.
Strong's G 5490. Chasma.
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 Okay, it's spelled CHASSMA. Okay, it's a chasm, a gulf, a gaping opening. I done told you. Going down 1, 2, 4, 8, this way, negative way, down into your carnal mind, the negative of alpha, the negative of God, the alpha dog way. Your own, me, myself, and I, 10-foot tall and bulletproof, or whoop pup, good and evil way, takes you down this way, negatively, and this takes you up. Like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, exponentially. It grows. Big chasm, a gulf. You're staying a little pipsqueak of nothing. This stuff does not go back to God. The seed does. And it grows into a great forest. Potential in it. In this narrowing way. Back to God. Singularity. Wide open fields of bullshit. Your own stinking thinking. Which do you want, my child? Which way do you choose? You going your own me, myself, and I way? Your own bullshit way? Your worthless, empty, open, yuck! Or you coming up to God? Go God's way. Quit trying to supplant God. Kick out this, bury Christ, and stay this way? Or you want to hold tight this and come back to God? You only go one way, you have to choose. Not choosing is choosing your poop. Okay, that's it. Alright, okay, this chasm is an empty, open expanse. Okay, it's one's own carnal mind. Okay, I done said that. It's your hole in the head. Way down, and that mine shaft that you think you're digging down in there and shoring it up with cross ties and all kinds of shoring up mine shaft up so I can get out anytime I want. It's poop, man. It's just melting around. You're digging a hole to your own stinking bullshit thinking. And you got to dig out farther. 1, 2, 4 to get back to even start. But there's a seed in there, Christ, that you can't destroy, no matter how deep you go. But that's a little bit like a sperm. A sperm's not really talking to you. That's Christ. It's a still small voice. You better agree with God. When he's calling you out to go his way, don't keep eating this bullcrap and going down in there and saying, this mine shaft is great. It's falling all in around you. It's death. You're digging in that hole in the ground, this sewer suck. You're going all the way down to the the lowest steps of that poop thinking. You can't get out of it because your own stinking and thinking. Not God. You're bearing it, keeping it small. No, come back up this way. No, he's large, but it's getting compacted down. Because you're trusting in God and you're in union with God. Oh my goodness, bring you back to kind of like back to the singularity in the universe. Not going out to this open, cold as ice. Alright, let's go on farther. Alright, now. Okay, lead us. Hang on a minute. Okay, leadeth comes from this one, APAGO, 520, apago, or something, apago. Let's see, let me see where it's spawn notes. It's this word. I'm trying not to run out of time.
520, apago. Apago.
That one is going. Alright, apago. It's a verb. Comes from APA 575. That's from out of. And G71. Okay. And that's ago. AGO. That's a primary verb. Okay. And it's to lead, to drive. Like the cattle prod you, to drive you back to God. These storms are like to drive you back to God, not to lead you in this lollipop or condemn you to hell, stuff of this old carnal mind. Hog tie that stuff. That's bullshit. Come back to God. God is love, okay? Alright? Now, I know I wrote that, but we're just not seeing it. Well, it's I got it right there. That's good enough. Okay. Leadeth into. That's I. It's not to. It's 1519 EIS. It's to, towards, and into God. Okay. And into. And it's not translated. It's ha 3588. The ball of thinking of destruction. It's leading you down into the ball of thinking of destruction, not hell. That and destruction, and it's right here. It's APOLEIA 684. This word.
Strong's G 684. Apoleia.
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 Okay, and it means it's waste. What's poop? Poop thinking. It's waste. What's transitoriness of this good and evil stuff? Bigger barns, bigger this, bigger that, condemning, well, all this natural stuff. It's waste. Me, myself, and I. Hold tight. God will provide what you need. Huh? The stuff, the material stuff's not bad. You produce the love of this money, all this filthy lucre. That's what's yuck. Poop. It's a waste, okay? Come back to God. Get those pearls of great price. The ability to love God as He first loved you. The increases in that. To love as God loves that child. Love beyond the mere description of word. Marry. Come back into the marriage of God, right? Now, this Palouse, or not Palouse, Apologia, whatever it is, that for this destruction, 684. All right, and that comes from the derivative. That's carnality. It's waste. Okay. Now that comes from 622, and it's apollemy. Okay, APOLLIMI, LLYMI. Yeah, and that's 622. Okay, and that's to render useless. What's bullshit? Useless. Worthless and detestable. Yuck. Right? That's from the Thayer's Greek Lexicon. To render useless. Okay? It's your useless thinking. Okay? That me, myself, and I. Right? Now, that comes from two words. 575. That's apa. To separate from out of. From out of the poop thinking. Come back here. Boom, boom, boom. Hold tight this thing, and God will bring you from out of that. If not, you're going down into it deeper. That cesspool of your own mind, right? That comes from that word and 3639. And that's, I'll just have this pronounce it.
Strong's G 3639. Alephras. Alephras.
Now, this is not hell. This is to destroy, ruin, death. To be carnal minded is death. To be spiritual minded is life and peace. Right? Death is separation from God. You'll read Romans chapter 8, verse 6, 7, Carl Mind's enmity. Okay? Read that. Study it. Okay? No sin. It's not. It's destruction. It's ruin. You're going down into your own poop. Thinking. Not coming up into God's righteousness. Okay? Stop that stupid stuff. Silly. And many there be that go therein. Go in. Hang on. I'm getting nervous. This thing's going to kick me off. Okay? Let's reread this verse. Okay? Just 13. I might have to do another recording for verse 14. Okay? Verse 13 of Matthew chapter 7. Enter ye in at the strait gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Remember that two's into ice, right? Two towards the into, right? And many there be that go in thereat. Now, I wrote a little note over here, okay, on this verse. I'll do one of these on this verse, 13, then I'll do another one on 14, okay? Trying to help you. I told you I would, okay? A lot of people get mixed up on this. God goes you down to hell. Woo-hoo! God done messed up, monster. Even though he's going to take 9 out of 10 of our family members, our loved ones, and put them in this thing, torment them worse than even Hitler could do, or a pedophile. That's a monster. That's the most villainous villain ever. Don't try to justify it. Don't be a dumbass. Huh? God's the greatest. God is love. God is light. And in him is no darkness at all. Come on, man. Huh? Darkness is the absence of light, of God's loving light, God's illumination, bring you back up into a closer relationship to him. Okay? Now let me read this before I run out of time. People who refuse